We all know the stereotype of the Asian American woman. She's exotic and mysterious. Or cute, kawaii. She's often a sex worker, docile and subservient, or else vengeful and domineering. No matter what, she's a sexual fantasy for white men. But where does all this baggage come from? Let's go back to the beginning. The first Chinese woman actually came to New York City in 1832, and she was displayed in a dime museum as a curiosity. But that was when there were very few Asians in America at all. The Chinese really started coming to America in 1850 for the gold rush. And they were expected to return to China, so there were very few women that came with them. In fact, in 1850, 4,032 Chinese men came and only 7 Chinese women. The Chinatowns that were established were heavily skewed towards men. And when all of these Chinese men started to look around for partners, they faced incredible hostility. I mean, of course, there were intermarriages, but this quickly became illegal in 15 states. So naturally, there was a booming business in trafficking Chinese women to America for all of these Chinese men. The very first anti-immigration law in America was the Page Act in 1875, and it specifically barred Asian women from coming to America because they were suspected of being prostitutes. It's the Wild West. There are prostitutes from Germany, France, Italy, Mexico. But only Asian women are singled out and barred from coming to America. The idea that Asian women are all sex workers comes from that. And then Asian women got caught up in this really sinister mix of misogyny and imperialism. So not only are Asian women depicted fawning upon men, they're depicted fawning upon white men. Asian women became part of a European power fantasy. Docile lotus flowers, fragile plum blossoms. Madame Butterfly, giving up her child and committing suicide to take herself out of the equation. Or fearsome dragon ladies bent on vengeance. Because you can't plunder the world and not have a tiny little bit of anxiety that people are coming after you.
Ling Moy, I can't believe such loathsome jealousy in you.
No love now. No jealousy. Just merciless vengeance. You will understand when I tell you, Rano Petri. I am the daughter of Fu Manchu.
The phrase dragon lady was actually invented in the 1930s for a comic book, but it's slotted in so perfectly with all the preconceptions of Asian women that it seems like it must have existed since the 1800s. In 1960, The Wonderful World of Susie Wong adds a whole nother layer to the Asian woman stereotype. Now she wears a cheongsam or a qipao. A dress introduced by Shanghai society ladies in the 1930s, particularly Indonesian Chinese heiress Hui Huilan, otherwise known as Madame Wellington Koo. But what's not to like about Susie Wong? I mean, she's fierce. And the secret at the heart of the film is really incredibly liberated for the 1950s. I'm not going to give it away because if you've never seen the film, you totally should.
So, you like cherry flips, huh?
I always have cherry flip at home. My father very rich, you know.
Tell me, why'd you make up all that nonsense?
It makes me feel good to pretend I'm somebody important. I ride on ferry and I say, I'm Mi-Ling Wong. Nice girl, rich father. But I don't expect you to understand.
So Susie was reduced to a stereotype, even though she has a history and desires and ambitions and a life outside of William Holden. Unlike this character, who doesn't even have a name.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all
Hey,
over
baby!
you.
You got girlfriend, Vietnam? Not just this minute.
Yeah.
Well, baby, me so horny. Me so horny.
You keep lying.
Me love
when
you
ought
long
to be
time.
truthing.
I bet half of you didn't even know where that phrase came from, or that it was written by a white man. People always go on about how authentic Full Metal Jacket is. Okay, maybe if the only perspective that counts is that of American men. But it does seem like we are still unboxing the Vietnam War. I mean, every single Asian American woman can tell you a creepy or weird encounter she's had with a Vietnam vet. And we've all internalized this. I mean, for Asian American women, the stereotypes are so deeply ingrained, it's almost impossible to exist outside of them. I mean, even if you don't look or act like a China doll, this is what they see. It's the mask that we're all forced to wear. It's the game that we all have to play. But what if we didn't have to wear this mask? Who would we be? Women, American, mothers, daughters, sisters.